In this video, we're going to tell you about project management. Learn the importance of project management and how it can help your team to save time and money, improve internal communication, make better business decisions, and more. Number 7. Overview. A project is a temporary piece of work which falls outside business as usual day-to-day operations and can be anything from moving offices or building a website to carrying out major construction work or complex statistical analysis. Some businesses are entirely project-based. Proper management of a project can help to ensure costs do not spiral beyond budget, that work is completed on time and to the right quality. Project management can keep things clear and efficient and reduce threats to your business or project. It is essential in helping any business grow and is expected by many organizations when tendering for work. Number 6. The way we work is changing. No matter what role or industry you're in, you've probably noticed it too. According to the consultancy firm Bain & Company, by 2027, most work will be project-based. And as a result, the Project Management Institute reports that the demand for project managers has been growing more rapidly than the demand for skilled workers in other occupations. This emphasis on the importance of project managers reflects the growing understanding of the impact that good project management can have on a business. That's because good project management is about more than just tasks and timings and budgets. Don't get us wrong, that stuff is important too, but we believe that it can be so much more. Companies are starting to realize that good project management is important for stronger results and happier employees. These aren't just coincidences or side effects, they're functions of project management done right. Number 5. How project management can help your business. Project management can bring many benefits to a business. Good project management should reduce the chance of a project failing, ensure a minimum level of quality and that results meet requirements and expectations, free up other staff members to get on with their area of work, and increase efficiency both on the project and within the business. Make things simpler and easier with a single point of contact running the overall project. Encourage consistent communications amongst staff and suppliers. Keep costs, time frames, and resources to budget. As well as these general benefits, many government departments and international businesses require a specific benchmark or provable project management standard from businesses that are tendering for work. If a business can show a strong track record in this area, or if staff have formal qualifications or accreditation to a recognized project management system, it is likely to benefit from a greater availability of opportunities compared to those that can't. Number 4. Project management basics. While every project is unique in its own way, there are certain basics which define most project work. These are objectives, constraints, and life cycle. It's important to remember that the level of detail you need at the various project stages should remain appropriate for the size and complexity of the project. The main point of any project is to achieve specified goals and objectives. Goals and objectives should be clearly defined, measurable, and achievable. Without this, any project is likely to suffer from a lack of focus and an increased chance of failure. Once objectives have been established, they should be clearly communicated and agreed with all stakeholders on the project. Understanding your constraints. A constraint is any factor which can limit or have an impact on a project. Typical constraints are funding, the scope of the project, available resources, and time. It is important to understand what the constraints of any project are in order to clearly define the boundaries in which project work must be done. Life cycle. Projects have a definite start and finish point within which their objectives need to be fulfilled. This is known as the project life cycle. While this is usually defined by a start and finish date, the life cycle of a project can also be defined by a finite resource such as money or a fixed amount of staff time available to the project. Any successful project will deliver its goals and objectives within the life cycle of the project. Number 3. Project management stages. All projects will use the following 5 basic elements at a level appropriate to the size and complexity of the project. Initiation. the formal start of a project, and will usually be triggered by the issue of a project mandate, which briefly describes the purpose of the project and gives authority to spend money on initiating the project. The initiation stage assesses what needs to be done and how best to do it with whatever resources are available. This information is usually captured on a project initiation document, or PID, or project definition, which can be the key product of this stage of the process. Planning and development, a more detailed phase of planning and development. The result should be a clear specification of what needs to be done, who by, and when. The main focus should be on ensuring that time, cost, and resources are sensibly managed and available, and committed to the project. This enables you to create a project plan and schedule, which is a key product of this stage of the process. Production and implementation. The production and implementation stage is when the project plan is put into action. At this point, any deliverables are produced where applicable, as defined by the project plan. Monitoring and controlling. The ongoing progress of the project must be monitored. Progress must be controlled, and any issues which arise as a result of the day-to-day work must be dealt with. Project performance should be regularly observed and measured against the predicted expectations of the project plan, as well as any quality measurement mechanisms also in place. Closing. The last phase of any project, and is when the work done is formally accepted and the project is dissolved. Closure does not necessarily mean success, but simply the final point on the project. When failed projects are canceled, for instance, they should also be closed. Number 2. Project management mechanisms. While every project is unique in its own way and may need specific tools to succeed, there are some basic mechanisms which are commonly used to manage projects. Defining your scope. The scope is everything that the project team will change, deliver, and is responsible for. The processes of delivering the scope should be factored into a project plan. It should be clearly defined by the planning and development phase of any project. Creating a project plan. A project plan is a detailed proposal for doing or achieving the objectives and goals of a project. A project plan should detail the what, when, how, and by whom of any project, and is a key resource to successfully managing work. Project plan templates can vary, but there are many examples available for free or from professional bodies. You can also use software to compile a project plan, although this is probably best suited to large or complex projects. Identifying and logging risks and issues. Risk and/or issue registers are common tools for identifying, analyzing, and managing risks, something which has not yet occurred, and issues, something which has already occurred. Using these registers, project teams can estimate and adjust their planned activities, taking into account risks and issues, thereby managing their impact. Creating a project library. Keeping track of and allowing access to the relevant documentation can be vital to ensuring a project is successful. Without a proper, centralized system of logging and storing of information about a project, important data can become lost. Poor version control can result in both a duplication of effort and conflicting iterations of project documents in circulation. Number 1. How to identify and work with a project manager. The project manager is the focal point of any project and a vital link between staff, stakeholders, and the project steering group, also sometimes referred to as the project board. The project manager is responsible for making sure that a project is planned, developed, implemented, controlled, and closed. In many smaller businesses, an existing member of staff can also take on the role of a project manager alongside their existing duties. When looking to appoint a project manager, consider the needs of a project and how much time is likely to be required to manage it. A project manager does not usually directly participate in the activities which produce the end result, but drives progress and manages the processes of the project instead. Therefore, a gifted designer may not be a good choice to manage a design project, as this may not be where their strengths lie. Do let us know in the comments if you agree why project management is important. Thanks for watching.